What's up, Joe Bros and Joe Broettes? Today we're going to be reviewing the Elite Series 116, Jade Cargill and Randy Orton.
Well, we'll be alright if the Lord be on our side. We'll be alright if the Lord be on our side. We'll be alright if the Lord be on our side. And the Lord, He's on our side.
Okay, so starting off with Jade Cargill's accessories, you get a rubber jacket that's very imposable, so you're not going to be able to pose the arms or anything. That's not really the high point of the Jade Cargill. The Jade Cargill itself is a first time in the line, so there's going to be some faulties. But you get her entrance style hands, which are very reminiscent of Randy Orton and Seth Rollins style hands, but the fingers are very, very, very wobbly. As you can see, the hinge is a little wobbly too. But as well as you get some mic holding hands. So these figures here are going to be very, very similar. So on to the figure of Jade Cargill herself. And onto the figure herself. So as far as articulation goes, she gets double jointed elbows. They're pretty solid. Like they're not gonna, like they're gonna stay in position. They should be able to hold things up. Of course, as I showed in the accessories, which wasn't much, they got the hinge joint for the wrist. She has pretty good ab crunch. Not forward. No, there's basically no forward articulation, but back ab crunch is pretty good. Head sculpt can kind of look down, look up, definitely not just because of the hair. Of course, there's bicep cut, and you can move that pretty much any way you want. Does she have pinless legs? Yes, she has pinless legs and arms, so that's going to be a good thing. She has thigh cut, no drop down hips, of course the waist swivel, which I forgot to mention in the last video with Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. Of course, she's got the calf cut where the boot is, and this figure actually has the old articulation of boot, but does have toe joints, so that's a plus. So would I recommend getting this figure? If you're not a Jade Cargill fan, no, I wouldn't recommend getting it, but it's a decent figure, especially for her first time in the line. And unlike a lot of figures, the toes will actually go down. So like a lot of Ultimate Editions, the toes don't go down, they'll only like go up. But yeah, she's a pretty good figure. Just has some flaws. But yeah, as I said, if you're not a Jade Cargill fan, don't get it. I got her just because I found her for $12 at Ollie's. Go check out Ollie's. Ollie's is a great place to go for wrestling figures. Anywho, let's go on to Randy Orton's accessories. And on to Randy Orton's accessories. I forgot to mention, this is the Chase Randy Orton. This is the one with the gold on the sides. But onto his accessories, he comes with the Seth Rollins / Randy Orton entrance style hands. He comes with, I'm dropping stuff, but he comes with mic holding hands like Jade Cargill. They both returned at Elimination Chamber, so makes sense. And he gets a Cloth Good Daddy's Back shirt from when he first returned and he talked to Rhea Ripley. Would I recommend getting this figure? Definitely, especially if you can get the Chase. So honestly, I don't even have to cut. We can go straight into the articulation of the figure. Of course, he has double jointed arms. Are they pinless? Yes, they're pinless. And as you can hear, that's very, very solid joints. It's both arms too. Of course, he got his bicep swivel, goes all around. As for ab articulation goes, he can go a little forward, but not really. And back is pretty good. And head sculpt, he can look up decently, and then down is going to be a no-go just because of his jaw. But he has thigh cut, non-pinless legs, which is surprising since they gave him pinless arms. But he's got the thigh cut, he's got the boot cut, he's got the new boot articulation there. Of course, double jointed legs. And as I said, this is the Chase. This is the gold variant. I was lucky enough to find it at Ollie's. So yeah, I would highly recommend getting this figure. I'm sorry this video is so short. The last one was it wasn't super long, about 15 minutes, I believe. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I plan to use these hands on my figure over here, which now you can see the arms from the Finn Balor have been put on there. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You guys have a fantastic rest of your days. And remember, Jesus loves you. So do I. Joe, out. Before we go, I actually forgot to do figure comparisons. So let me put the hands back into the Randy Orton, and let's talk about the figure comparisons. I also forgot to mention that he has a joint there. For your figure comparisons for Randy, I have another Elite Randy, which is pretty similar. It's got the yellow and orange gear, and I got the belt from the Evolution 3-pack. So side by side, you can see they are very similar figures. So if you already have this one, don't get this one. But the tattoos on this one are a lot better, I would say. Like, as you can see, there's some differences because he's had some more tattoos, I think. Something like that. The articulation's pretty much the same, but really good formula for Randy. And as for figure comparisons for Jade, I got the Bianca Elite. I think this is one of her first elites. I don't know, but I got the Bianca for like $2 actually at a thrift store, and she was in the box. She was just there. My mom found her. Thank you, Mom. But I hope once again, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. But as you can see, size comparison. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's been a little chaotic today. You guys have a fantastic rest of y'all's days. Remember, Jesus loves you, so do I. You got 2 of them today. Joe, out.
Well, we'll be alright if the Lord be on our side. We'll be alright if the Lord be on our side. We'll be alright if the Lord be on our side. And the Lord, He's on our side.